Good afternoon and welcome to Dark Thoughts of Hope. I'm your host, Teresa Foley. I just wanted to share some really great news. So remember how I said that I applied to Los Angeles Film School online? Well, I got an email from them today telling me that I got in unconditional, which basically means they're waiting probably for my financial aid to go through. So that's good. Now all I have to do is wait to see what, if anything, I'm getting in financial aid, which is a bit nerve-wracking because I know it's going to take a couple of days and this is something that I really want. But on the upside, if I have to pay for it myself, $21,000 a year isn't that bad. If I put my mind to it, I could make like $9,000 a month doing Uber and Lyft. So, I mean, while it would suck that I didn't get any financial aid, if it came to that, it's doable, you know? Even if I have to wait 6 months and start in like the spring, so I can have like a decent amount saved. My aunt said that you don't have to pay till 6 months after you're in school. You're out of school though, and I don't think it should take me that long to save up $64,000. All my taxes would just go towards school, and I'm pretty sure, can't you claim the fact that you're paying your way through school on taxes? I'm pretty sure that you can. I'll have to double check, but I'm pretty sure that you can. I don't know. All I know is I saw that email and I was beyond excited because, I mean, I always wanted to go to film school, but when I graduated in 2003, they didn't have online school that I know of, you know? So for me to be able to do that, what I'm doing now, I would have had to go to California. But now I could do it online, so it makes it a little bit easier. I mean, yeah, it stinks that I had to wait 21 years. But, I mean, my dad went back to school when he was my age, and he's like one credit away from graduating like 12 years later. So anything's possible, I guess is what I'm saying. And that's what I wanted to remind you guys of today. Anything is possible. You just have to put your mind to it. That's all. If you don't believe you can do something, you're not going to be able to do it. You really are your own worst enemy. They say it about writers, but it's true about everyone. Your mindset is going to determine how far you go in life when it comes to your goals. I wanted to go to China. No one believed in me. I went to China and I taught English. I wanted to go to Ireland. I took my brother to Ireland. I wanted to move to Nashville and try to see if I could make it out there working. I moved there and I was making it, but I was running myself ragged. You have to take a chance on yourself. If you don't take a chance on yourself, no one else is going to. If you take anything away from this podcast today, that's what I want you to take away. All right. Since I have a couple minutes, I'm going to read a little bit more from I Know What You Did Last Summer. I just got to find the page I left off on. All right, here we go. Okay. Collinsworth Wilson here, if you'll excuse the mouthful. just out of the service. I've been staying out at my folks' place in the mountains and finally decided to cut loose and get my own apartment. I think I'll be going to summer school at the university. The guy I go with goes to the U, Helen said. She made a point of working such a statement into the conversation as soon as possible upon meeting new people. She found that it allowed the pleasure of harmless flirtation without presenting the problem of having to turn down dates. Collinsworth is a different sort of name. Do they call you Collie? I've got a family name that my kid brother stuck me with, the boy told her. But Collie's okay too. A lot of people do call me that. I'm like a well-trained puppy. I answer to anything. A well-trained collie, Helen said, smiling. She was not usually much on puns, but this one had come easily. I'm glad to meet you. We're practically next-door neighbors. I'm on the second level, too. Down the way from you in 215. And who's the boyfriend? And who's the boyfriend, Collie asked, so that I could be sure to avoid him. His name's Barry Cox. He lives on campus, but he comes over a lot. You'll be meeting him. Everybody here meets everybody here in the summer. She closed her eyes again and rolled over onto her stomach so that the sun could reach her shoulders. The pool area makes a wonderful meeting place. We all sit around and talk and party. Four Seasons is a great place to live. I know you'll like it. I like it already, Collie said simply, but I'd prefer it if the prettiest girl here wasn't all tied up to some lunk before I can even get my bid in. Have you been going with this guy long? Almost 2 years. We were steady back in high school, and he's definitely not a lunk. Do you think I'm burning? I don't know. I can't tell what's happening under all that suntan oil. Well, I'd better get inside. I've been out here a couple of hours already. Helen rolled over and sat up. I can't afford to start peeling. If I look a mess, I might lose my job. What sort of work do you do where you can't get sunburned? Collie asked. Are you a model or something? I'm the Channel 5 Golden Girl. Despite herself, Helen could not keep the pride from showing in her voice. It was such a new sensation to be able to make such a statement. Maybe you've seen me on TV. If I had, I'm sure I'd remember it, the boy said seriously. I don't usually watch much TV, but I can see where I'm going to have to start. There's a set down in the rec room, Helen told him. She picked up the bottle of suntan lotion and got to her feet. He'll be a nice addition to the men around here, she thought objectively. He's not as handsome as Barry by a long shot, but lots of girls are going to like him. Wait till those two icky school teachers in 214 get a look at him. They'll tear each other to shreds over who gets her hooks in first. Cook well, she said, but don't doze off the way I did, or you might find yourself turned into a lobster. This southwest sun can really get to you when you're not used to it. Right on. Good luck on not peeling, Collinsworth Wilson raised a hand in casual farewell. He's nice, Helen thought again as she skirted the pool and climbed the stairs to the second level. The doors to the second floor apartments all opened onto a narrow balcony. She slowly walked along it, wondering how red she really was. It had been a foolish thing, she knew, to have lain out like that right in the middle of the day. A tan could look great on camera, but it had to be picked up carefully at no more than an hour at a time. If I do peel, she told herself, maybe I could work it into the weather report. It was good and hot today. I hope you viewers showed better sense than I did. That was the sort of thing she was beginning to learn to do, to toss out ad-libs. As she kept telling Elsa, there was more to television work than just looking pretty and smiling. You had to think under stress and seem natural and come out with occasional personality-type remarks so you didn't come across as a mechanical doll. There was a paper taped to the door of her apartment. She didn't see it until she reached it, and then she could only stand there and stare. It was a picture cut from a magazine advertisement. The message was cut away, and what remained was a drawing of a little boy on a bicycle. All right, I'm going to stop it there because this starts chapter 5 next, but keep listening, guys. I will continue reading. I love reading. I'll probably read a lot of books on here, so if you like being read to and don't mind me stumbling across my words every once in a while, tune into this podcast. I make at least 1 or 2 episodes daily because honestly, this is like therapy for me. Without any more rambling, have a great day and God bless.